going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about things to do. This is part 2, obviously, to get instant advantage in a relationship. Now, when I say advantage, I do not mean taking advantage of someone, stabbing them in the back, or one-upping them. That's not what relationships are about. However, I do believe that you need to focus on yourself first, have your feet planted, and you get what you negotiate out of life, okay? So you need to know what you want, what you can offer, what you can give, what you can take, and what you're about. And then doing that, then you can, work on more on the relationship. But you have to be more secure and firm with yourself. And I feel like these things are going to help you get advantage in them while helping the guy at the same time in a way, okay? So number one, or this is number 3. Number 1 and 2 are in the other one. Number 3 is passion. We tend to lose, and it sounds cliche, but let me hear me out here. We tend to lose passion over time, and I don't mean actual passion. You'll see what I mean. As the relationship continues. The first 90 days is the honeymoon stage. You're all over each other, thinking about each other. You have butterflies in your stomach, weak knees. You always want to text, talk, things like that. But why does that fall apart after 90 days, 6 months, a year, whatever? Why doesn't that last? One of the reasons for that is you are taken for granted. Now, I don't mean that as ungrateful. I just mean that as it's routine. It feels vanilla, basic. Like that's his new bottom line, right? That's like his new normal. Okay, like his normal at one time it was him single, but now he's in a relationship with you for so long. He's up here now. He knows the routine. There's no spikes. It just feels normal. And people, even though it's not his fault. It's not his fault, but we take advantage of it because we're not aware that we do it. Okay, so what can you do about that to get advantage over him? And when I say over him, I don't mean that in the the backstabbing kind of way, but how can you fix it? How can you add some spice back into your life? The way I would do it personally is by bringing in some uncertainty. Okay, bring in some uncertainty and don't let him think that he has everything tied down. Now, I'm not saying play hard to get, but just don't, like I say in the other things, like bring a different perspective, show a different availability. Don't be a ragdoll or a doormat. You have to find ways to show uncertainty in a relationship. And again, I don't mean pull away. I don't mean always make him reach out. Not that, but we take for granted things that that become habit, that we feel are routine. You got to find a way to spice it up. The way I like to look at it is think of it as a goal, right? When we're working towards our goal, we're growing, we're learning, we're processing, all these kind of things. But once we hit our goal, then we think, okay, now what? What do I do now? Okay, because you reached your goal. There's nothing left. So unless you have to, think of a different goal and go after that, or pivot and do something else, then you're going to get bored, and it's going to be due to it feels routine. Like what's happening, what's coming. You're doing it day after day after day, which is why guys get bored, by the way, from all the texting and talking in the beginning, because it's like, okay, like again, it feels like an obligation. It feels like a chore. He knows it's coming. The color's gone, the vibrance, the energy, it's just not there anymore because he already knows what's happening. There's no passion. So you have to find a way to spark passion. That would be a great way to get advantage in a relationship, because if he sees you as the source of passion, as energy, as fun, happy, he's going to want to be attracted, or he's going to attract himself to that like a fly to a flame. That's just how we are as humans, okay? So that's number 3. Number 4, obviously, is how you make him feel. We are always attracted to people who make us feel better. Always. That's just common sense, okay? Why would you not want someone who makes you feel good as a person, who boosts your ego, who does this, who does that? Now, the reason this works in a relationship and gives you advantage in a relationship is because of something I always taught, which is the feminine and masculine energy and how it completes a cycle. A man is very egotistical. He's very selfish in terms of this, but I mean, it is what it is. His job is to provide and satisfy for a woman. A guy's ego is directly linked to how well he can satisfy and attract and bring forward women. If a guy cannot attract women, then by definition he's sterile, because no women will sleep with him. So it's very important for a guy to attract women. Now, if he's providing and satisfying for you, and you are feeding his ego, his confidence in return, then you're making him feel more masculine, because he's, now I'm not saying that's the job of the feminine energy. You know, you need, one's not stronger than the other. You need both, okay? A guy's nothing without the feminine energy. Let's just get that clear. However, when the guy feels like he's in his masculine, and that he's helping, and that he's providing and satisfying, even if he's not, if he thinks he is, you know, then you're doing a great job in completing this cycle, and he's going to want to do more of it, because it feeds his ego. It makes him feel masculine. I'm telling you, it's like a dog doing tricks, really. If a dog comes up to you and does his little waggle thing, I'm a bad dog right here, you know, and he does a little, you know, circle or play dead or bark, speak, whatever, shake, and then you feed him a treat. He feels like, oh wow, I did a great job. I actually did something right because she gave me a treat. I'm going to do it again. That's how guys are. It sounds stupid, but if you feed the masculine energy, make a guy feel good about himself, which the guy should do for the woman in return, is going to complete that cycle. We're all going to be happy, loving individuals, okay? That's how you can get instant advantage in a relationship. You know, going back, not only do you have to create more passion, but you have to create uncertainty, which creates passion. It kind of knocks him off, you know, knocks him out, not knocks him out, but kind of, you know, knocks him off his feet. You know, he's thinking, holy shit, what just happened? I guess, you know, you want to keep him on the balls of his feet at all times, but in a very, you know, rewarding, beneficial way. Don't make him feel like you're pulling away, because then you're going to become unreliable and uncredible, and he's going to pull away because he doesn't want to risk, okay, if she's going to turn me down, then fuck, I'm not even about that, okay? So you have to have, again, a good foundation. You have to let him know that you're actually interested, and then do some uncertainty. But then on top of that, like I said, you have to make him know, or actually this kind of goes with the one I just said, make him feel great. If you let him know you like you, or that you, if you let him know that you like him, but then you show some uncertainty, he's like, shit, what's going on here, okay? Don't play hard to get, just have fun with it, okay? With that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care and peace.